The boy in the cupboard under the stairs. It's such an iconic image, right? It's pretty much the foundation of the whole Harry Potter story. But what if it never actually happened? Today, we're diving into a fascinating story that all hangs on one single question, a question that changes literally everything.
What if one tiny decision on that horrible morning completely rerouted his entire life? Well, that's the whole heart of this story. And the thing that kicks it all off isn't some powerful spell or a forgotten prophecy. Nope, it's just a single, really unexpected phone call.
Okay, so it all starts just like you remember it. Number 4 Privet Drive. The Dursleys are perfectly normal, thank you very much. And they want absolutely nothing to do with anything strange or mysterious, and that especially goes for their relatives, the Potters.
So on the morning of November 1st, this loud knocking just shatters their perfectly normal routine. A furious Vernon Dursley yanks open the door and finds a baby in a basket. It's actually Petunia who finds the letter inside and confirms their absolute worst fears. Her sister Lily is dead, and this baby, Harry Potter, is now their problem.
And right here, this is the exact moment the timeline splits in two. In the story we all know and love, the Dursleys very begrudgingly take Harry in. But in this version, a completely different conversation is about to happen in that perfectly normal kitchen. Vernon, he is having none of it. He wants nothing to do with the boy and is ready to dump him at an orphanage. But Petunia, driven by maybe a tiny hidden part of her that still remembers her sister, she has another idea. She remembers an estranged cousin, someone who is also one of them.
So she digs up this old phone number Lily gave her years and years ago and makes an international call to America. In this really flat, deadpan voice, she explains that she has Lily's son and then asks a question that is going to change magical history forever. I was hoping you would be able to take him.
And just like that, with one phone call, the entire fate of the boy who lived gets rerouted across the Atlantic Ocean. Thousands of miles away in Arizona, a very different kind of family is about to get the news. So, who are these people? Well, we've got Timothy Evans, who's Lily's American wizard cousin. His wife Cassidy works at a magical creature reserve, and get this, she was mentored by Newt Scamander himself. And they have their own 1-year-old daughter Harper. They are, in every single way that Dursleys aren't, a magical and loving family. Just feel the difference here. When Tim tells Cassidy they've been asked to take in Harry, there's zero hesitation, no debate, just this simple, powerful statement that is the absolute polar opposite of the Dursleys' reaction. A couple of days later, after getting all the legal stuff sorted, Tim and Cassidy arrive at number 4. They're sitting in this ridiculously tidy living room when Vernon Dursley gets up to go get Harry, and what they see next? Well, it's horrifying.
He's not in a nursery. He's not even in a spare room. Vernon opens the door to the cupboard under the stairs and pulls out the baby basket. For the few days he's been there, this is where they've kept him.
Cassidy is on her feet in a flash, wand out, her voice just full of protective fury. This is the moment Harry is truly finally rescued. He actually coos when he sees her, reaching out, and right there, a new family is born.
I mean, the difference could not be more obvious. On one side, you have the Dursleys, who see Harry as this awful burden to be hidden away, and on the other, you have the Evanses, who see him as family to be loved and protected. Two completely different paths laid right out in the open.
But their rescue mission isn't quite over. See, back in America, Tim starts to get a really bad feeling about Harry's famous scar. It just feels wrong. So they take him to a close friend, Mato, who's part of a local Native American tribe, and he confirms their worst fears.
That scar isn't just a scar. It has a piece of another person's soul inside it, literally clinging to Harry like a parasite. McGonagall calls it the darkest magic imaginable. Of course, we know it today as a Horcrux.
The situation is beyond dire, so the tribe's elders are called in immediately. They perform this ancient, powerful ritual. It's a kind of magic that's totally unknown in Britain, to carefully pull that parasitic soul fragment out of Harry, and then, destroy the horrible thing for good.
And the tribe's elder, Anakin, makes the stakes terrifyingly clear. He says that if they'd waited any longer, that soul fragment would have bonded so deeply it would have been impossible to remove without also killing Harry. The Evans family didn't just save him from the Dursleys, they literally saved his soul. So with that piece of dark soul gone and a new family by his side, Harry's life is now set on a completely different course. He is, in every sense of the phrase, a new boy who lived.
In the first, most symbolic change, that lightning bolt scar just vanishes. With the dark magic gone, the physical mark of his trauma disappears. It leaves him with a truly clean slate, finally free from the man who murdered his parents.
So this is his new reality. He's legally Harry Evans with dual citizenship. He's totally free from Voldemort's influence. He's growing up not in some dark cupboard, but in sunny Arizona with a sister his own age and parents who absolutely adore him. It's a total 100% rewrite of his childhood. And all of that leaves us with the ultimate question, right? A Harry Potter who's defined not by neglect, but by love. Not by just surviving, but by having a supportive, magical family. So, how does that boy, an American teenager, change everything we know when his Hogwarts letter finally arrives? What happens next? Well, that's the story we're left to imagine.